It's on.
Hello again, this is Baron Dodger. I have no malice, I don't want to harm anyone. And this is a video response that's included in my public interest disclosure to the Federal Court, DSS, Office of Prime Minister and Cabinet, the Attorney General's portfolio, the Ombudsman, and I can't remember the other one, but I introduced it at the start. Now I've put through my website on an AI interpreter, which is a legal interpreter that comes out and spits out kind of the assessment of the document. And as I put in my website, this is what the impartial AI legal decipher got out of the website. Here are 8 detailed numbered points, risks and legal concerns identified in the document. Now there's 8 points and they're all impartially decided from an independent and uninfluenced AI. And I'm going to read them out because it's important that it's acknowledged, because these are legal issues, and as a citizen of the country and a person with a disability, it's the government's obligation to provide a pathway for my legal help and also a pathway to my justice. So number 1, the document. There's lack of legal representation and access to justice. The individual, me, Baron Dodger, has been unable to secure legal representation despite multiple attempts over 50 years. This violates their rights and leaves them vulnerable legally. Number 2, documented human rights abuses. There is evidence of human rights abuses against the individual by an NDIS support worker. The refusal to investigate this by the NDIS and the Australian Human Rights Commission and all the NDIS companies he's contracted to indicates a failure to uphold basic rights. Number 3, death threats and violence. The individual, me, Baron Dodger, has received death threats towards themselves and their dog. There are also documented incidences of violent attacks. This poses physical risks and legal issues regarding rights to safety. Number 4, financial coercion and control. There are indications of financial abuse, coercion and sabotage aimed at limiting the individual, me, Baron Dodger's, financial independence. This could potentially violate laws related to extortion, fraud or racketeering. Number 5, rejection of whistleblower claims. Despite seemingly meeting the criteria for a whistleblower, the individual's public interest disclosures were rejected. This denial of protections could enable further victimisation, which has come along to have occurred, and now I'm arrested awaiting sentencing. Number 6, privacy violations and surveillance. The individual alleges privacy invasions and government surveillance. If true, this would contravene rights to privacy. Number 7, discrimination concerns. There are suggestions that the mistreatment is linked to the individual's disability status. Failure to provide reasonable accommodations could constitute a disability discrimination. Number 8, systemic denial of rights and duties. The collective failure across various institutions in addressing the individual's grievances indicates a systemic denial of rights and a breach of duties towards persons with disabilities. This demands urgent attention. So those 8 points have been impartially arrived at by a independent legal chat AI on the information I provided with my public interest disclosure, which you can see at www.barondodger.com.au. I wish to emphasise, I wish no harm on anyone, not the way the harm is profoundly given to me every day. Right now, this home is not my home. I'm not even welcome here. I don't have a home to go to. I don't have money. I don't have human rights. I don't have legal rights or access to the law, and I believe I'm being persecuted unnecessarily, and this is because not one cop, not one health official, not one public agency, not one public official, not any ombudsman, not even the Prime Minister will acknowledge that my relationship existed with Stefan Ioannidis, who is an ASIO agent, or was. And